crazy out here, y'all. Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look and find your way, man. Find your way, man. Look and find your way. Yeah, take a look around you, look and find your way, man. Look and find your way.
Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice, pay that. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments, you had a choice, nigga, on it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's an obstacle. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music a means to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had, stop looking at trends. You wearing your heart like it's topical.
Clearly now, the pain is gone, the fame is on, and they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real game, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines when you find out. And getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe.
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah.
Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, gang. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, gang. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, gang. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play guys. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth, agenda effusing them, nigga, we losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them, that's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act, fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got that. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, gang. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, gang. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, gang. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, gang. You know we don't play guys.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole, Norman.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy Papa Swole back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you as powered is sponsored by Eversting K2, flexing on all you bees. All right, fam, welcome to the show 3372, Wednesday, July the 30th. It is July 30th. We're almost into August. Today, we got some awesome questions. Let's see. All right, so we're getting into some questions. We're getting some more topics that we covered in yesterday's episode. Some more Swole fam responses. Then we'll get into some questions. You can start dropping your questions in the comments. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. What advice would you give someone that is struggling with nutrition? We have one from Alex. Alex says, I'm not going to call myself a genius on nutrition or giving advice because I'm not, but I'd say two things. Number one, do an elimination diet. Test out what foods give you an adverse reaction and quit eating them. Number two, get all the crap out of your house. Don't buy candy or cookies. If you're living with a family that buys or requests any of that processed junk and won't stop, like I do, it's not an obligation to eat it. It's an exercise in willpower, and in the end, it's an individual choice whether someone wants to take the route you choose, and you need to look out for yourself. I agree, you do need to look out for yourself, but willpower doesn't work. We know that for a fact. Just having willpower isn't enough for the vast majority of people, which is why people don't get results. And the last place that you can allow or should be allowing this poison is in your home. That's your safe space. And when I say safe space, I don't mean like the woke-tard safe space. I mean that is your sanctuary. You need to have your sanctuary. You absolutely have to. You absolutely have to. But I agree. Elimination diet, fantastic. And get that shit out of your environment. Ben says, focusing on nutrition education and not bullshit fad diets. Most people eventually get burnt out when they do a fad diet and they're back to square one after tossing it aside. One other thing I picked up recently was reading in Arnold's newsletter last week that if you feel hungry outside of your normal mealtime, take a 4-minute pause, and after, ask yourself if you're really hungry or is there some other reason your body is demanding something. Drinking plenty of water, staying hydrated, drinking before and after a meal can actually give you the proper feedback in terms of satiety. A lot of times people feel hungry, but they're actually thirsty. So definitely good advice. Definitely good advice. Danny says it's definitely not always easy, but when you look in the mirror, you'll thank yourself. So that's a very simple response, and that's accurate. You know, the most important thing is to look in the mirror. Who are you doing this for? You're doing it for you. Make sure you do it for you and do it for the right reasons, which is the best reason. Today's Swole card is Get Swole. Going to try to make that nice and get that sharp. Not going to get sharp. Oh, there we go. Get Swole. Drop that in the comments down below for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll give it away to one of you lucky sluts on Rumble. So make sure you drop that in the comments down below. We got one more. This one here is from Joe, and then we'll take some questions. Joe says, it isn't as hard as most people believe it is, and what I used to believe is that it was. Just choose one good meal at a time. And again, of course, if you're going based off a fad diet or something that someone else says, a lot of people out there try to make it complicated. Swolenormous has always been fitness without the bullshit, but of course you have to explain and unlearn a lot of the problems. You have to unlearn a lot of the issues. And usually when you kind of go back to fundamental first principles, logic and common sense, and then testing these things for yourself, which is why you do elimination diet, it just makes a lot more sense. It makes a lot more sense. It's not conflicting when you unlearn. So a lot of times people try to stack on all this other information, but they don't unlearn the previous stuff. So if you have problems with your computer, you guys know this. If your computer is glitching out a lot of times in the past, at least, people probably still do some, you have antivirus, things like that, but you do a clean sweep, you restart, you clean out everything, you do a system reset, you reinstall the operating system, clean slate, and then usually it works fine. Or you go into safe mode and you do some problem solving, right? You fix what's underneath the underlying issue rather than just putting another application on top. You want to have to actually fix the problem. So you have to unlearn all those bad habits and unlearn all those other things. And then you have room for the new stuff. Okay, good stuff. Let's get into some questions. If you got them, drop them in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. Let's get into some questions. If you want to call into the show, go to askpapaswolio.com. You could also get on the email list going to makeemailswoleagain.com. Reminder, we have new merch over there at papaswolio.com. Can someone solve the puzzle? Can someone solve the puzzle? No one?
Matt Damon.
No one can solve that puzzle? I think the Swole fam can solve that puzzle. We got new merch, and this is a great drop. We did it on Monday. Go check it out. Brand new Wheel of Fortune design. If you can solve the puzzle, I'd be very proud of you. So make sure you go on over there, pick it up, solve that puzzle, baby. Solve that puzzle. Let everyone know. Let everyone have a chance to solve that puzzle when you wear the merch. All right, let's get into some questions. Today I'm rocking the deadlift. Today I'm rocking the deadlift merch. Very nice. Got a new hat or a solid hat. 20% off hats, deadlift tanks, t-shirts, zip hoodies. We got it all. First question. Let's get one from Maine Marshall and La Casa. Papa Swolio, practical advice for determining if you are recovered between workouts so I can know if I'm ready to get back at it. You will know if your performance is well. So bottom line, you are not going to grow muscle. People obsess about nutrition and sleep and all that stuff's important, right? For overall health and wellness. Like, it's very important. Nutrition is very important. Sleep is very important, but you're not going to grow muscle by only focusing on nutrition and sleep. So think about this. If you're trying to build muscle, you could sleep all you want. You can eat, protein and all that stuff. But if you're not providing a stimulus, you're not going to build muscle. So you have to be doing the training. The training is the most important thing for actually telling your body, hey, we need to build muscle. So subjecting your body to that frequent stimulus is what's going to be the driver for building muscle. And of course, the nutrition matters and the sleep matters, and that's going to aid in recovery and hormones and stuff like that. But you're not going to build muscle without a stimulus. You can't just sit there and eat protein and get sleep and get jacked, right? So you're going to be recovered based on your performance. If your reps are slipping, if you're flatlining for a while, could be fatigue related, could be programming related, but you're going to know if you are making progress. If you're getting stronger, able to add weight or reps or both, that's how you know. And we all know this. Sometimes you go to the gym and you kind of feel like you're dragging ass. You feel like you're kind of, man, I'm a little bit fatigued. If you're still physically sore, you probably did too much volume and too much damage. But if you feel good and you kind of feel like kind of dragging, are you really dragging? Sometimes you just have to get that workout started. You have a great workout. There's a lot of times where I kind of not sure if I wanted to do it, take an extra recovery day, and then I just go and do it and I have a great workout. So you have to get out of your feelings. You have to base it on your programming. You're not always going to feel rested psychologically or emotionally. You're not always going to feel like it, but then you do it and then you get the performance. So you're actually recovered, right? Your muscles were responding. So you're going to know if you're not performing. So go do your workout and then you can always go back to the drawing board if you're not getting those reps. And just because you don't hit progress or you slide back for one workout doesn't mean you won't for the next. But you need to keep on chipping away. You need to keep on addressing the issue and hitting it again. So you're going to know over time. And it gets to the point where you know, okay, with this kind of programming, with this kind of recovery, I'm going to be able to recover. And again, the whole point of what I've been saying with proper programming is you catch this stuff ahead of time. You make sure that you're making those adjustments before you have to pull back and you're really wiped out. So you start to notice, hey, I'm starting to feel a little bit worn down. Let me pull back. And you start noticing these things and you can adjust your programming or add a recovery day before that even happens. So maybe for me, if I'm doing every other day, I can be that really consistent long term. But sometimes I might feel a little bit worn down and I'll just throw in an extra recovery day randomly. So I'm doing every other day. And then sometimes I'll take 2 days off. And then I hit it hard the next day. So a little recovery now and again, just for cumulative built up fatigue, can help tremendously. But normally I just kind of power through and I'll just do, even if it's abbreviated or a shortened workout, I'll do every other day and then I'll take an extra one if I need to. And right now I'm doing upper lower, kind of full body. So I'm doing some upper body, some forearm stuff on leg day. And, you know, I kind of do like a little bit, I wouldn't say a blend of upper and lower. I don't do full body, but I kind of have a little bit of a blend, but generally upper lower every other day. I like every other day because if I want to train something like shoulders or biceps or calves every other day and more frequently, I can still throw it ahead of upper body day or in front of lower body day or train it accordingly. So every other day I get an opportunity to train body parts, and then I can adjust my split, throw in a full body if I want to, throw in a body part first if I want to prioritize that this week for whatever reason, or I feel like I want to do that a little bit. All right. Rishikesh Singh 437. Papa Swolio, sir, I am 16 years old. Gained a lot of weight, almost 125 kilograms, which is what, 250 or so, but don't know how to lose weight. You're eating too much food. You need to lift weights and get jacked. You know how to lose weight. Lifting weights, getting rid of garbage foods, getting better sleep, fixing your nutrition. Andrasandru, Papa Swolio, how do you get rid of belly fat? Same thing, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
All right. Sometimes we just get simple, short, lame questions. It happens. I'm not going to address, how do I lose belly fat? Come on now. Thomas Schwartz on Rumble. Papa Swolio, damaged my meniscus. Oh no. How do you know? What are the best exercises I should do to help rehab it? How do you know? For sure. And there's really no way to repair it. It just might catch, your knee might lock. Did you have swelling and stuff like that? Same thing that we always usually do for the knees. Reverse sled, step downs, proper mobility, Jefferson curls, ankle mobility, proper mobility training, the knee, ankle, and hip mobility masterclass. Those exercises are fantastic. So I do step downs regularly. I do reverse sled regularly. Went into the dark? Think that's what happened? You went into the dark? That better be a typo. That sounds creepy. You went into the dark. I went into the dark. In my meniscus. Hashtag get swole for a chance to win today's swole card. What does that mean, you went into the dark? Now I'm curious. Now we got a story. We got a story behind that. Come into the light. Come back to the light, bro. I went into the dark. Well, turn the light on, dude. All right, Gabo Salazu. Papa Swolio, what is the best or your favorite food in general? Steak, watermelon. Watermelon's my go-to. Love steak. Talk to text. Oh, that's the worst. You know, people are concerned about AI taking over the world. I don't know, man. Just use talk to text and I'm not concerned at all anymore. Talk to text and AI is great. The transcription is fucking on point. But talk to text on iMessage, woof, that's brutal. You're going to come off as someone with Down syndrome. Everyone's going to think you're retarded if you use voice to text. It's brutal. You went to the doctor and he said that's what it is. Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong with the meniscus. I just like to ask, sometimes people hurt themselves. Like, oh, I tore this or I injured this. And people just looked online and they say like, oh, they assume that's what it is. So I always like to know, like, did you get an MRI? Did someone actually tell you that's what it was? So we can assume, you know. So he went to the doctor, a general practitioner. That's what he said. Like, was it catching? Was it kind of like locking in place? Was it, what kind of doctor? I'm just saying a lot of doctors don't really know. I mean, was an orthopedist? Did you go to like a specialist or something? Just saying. And you know, for certain exercise, usually no pain, no problem. Because my right knee kind of like has like a little bit of a crunch to it, but I don't get pain from it. You have to know what your limitations are or how to push yourself and how to like, you know, adjust. Sterling, Papa Swolio. I enjoy leg press, though I am tired of having to go on a Dora the Explorer mission for 1 million plates. I hear you. Other than squats, is there something you recommend as an alternative? Single leg? You could do single leg press. That's a great way. Bulgarian split squats. Single leg is a great way to avoid putting on extra plates. Hack squat. Smith machine squats. Bulgarian split squats. Squats are squats for the most part. Pendulum squat depends on what other access you have to machines. But if it's a pain in the ass loading up too many plates, do a single leg. Sterling says, for context, my knees don't feel that bad on leg press versus squat. Nothing wrong with leg press. If you're trying to hit quads, just make sure your feet are lower on the platform. You're getting quality knee flexion. But you could do single leg. So you'll use half the plates or less, depending. And then as you get stronger, you'll go up. Main Marshall, when I'm laying down, I raise my upper body up, almost like a crunch. I shake / vibrate / tremor from my core intensely. Do you think it might be weak core or nerve issues? Are you shaking? Yeah, it's probably just coordination. Most vibration and if you're not used to the exercise, just add some weights, start doing like weighted crunches or weighted sit-ups or do a abdominal machine. Anytime you're doing something free weight or stabilizers, if you're not used to the movement, then you might get some vibration. It's just core. It's just neuromuscular coordination. It's like riding a bike when you're wobbly at first and then eventually you're not wobbling anymore. Hold on a second. All right, we're back. Thomas Schwartz, I went to an orthopedic specialist getting my MRI tomorrow. All right. I just want to make sure that you went to someone who specializes in, manual muscle testing and the joints and stuff. Because a general practitioner is going to be like, oh, take this ibuprofen. Sterling, is peanut butter cause heat in the body, especially in the summer? Jesus Christ.
Matt Damon.
Hey, Papa Swole, I'm going to go do exercise in intense heat. Should I pound peanut butter? Probably not, dude. Probably not. Eileen Masters 10, Papa Swole, is it possible to build muscle while you lose weight, or are there different stages? Yeah, as long as you're losing fat, you don't want to be losing muscle. So if you're gaining strength, you're going to be building muscle over time. So if you're cutting calories and your strength starts to flatline or decrease, then you need to increase slightly. The whole point is to build muscle and to minimize fat, not to lose muscle mass. So you don't want to lose weight. You want to minimize fat. Big difference. Do so slowly and incrementally and track your progress with your lifting. So if you're losing a lot of weight and you're cutting a lot in a short period of time, it's going to zap your strength. So if you're cutting 500, 1,000 calories a day, which is way too much in my opinion, you're just going to lose weight. You'll lose water. You'll lose muscle too. And your strength is going to dramatically decline. You guys know that. You cut calories a lot, you're going to bonk out. So do so slowly. Patreon, Papa Solia. What's a great exercise for the upper chest? Good question. You don't really target the upper chest. You just kind of hit the sternal head of the pecs less. So if you want to hit upper chest, generally you want your elbows a little bit more tucked down by your sides. So when you're doing an incline press, whether it's a machine, whether it's a converging press, you want to have your elbows more tucked in, ideally, when you're pushing up. That way you get more of the shoulder flexion component. So deltoid, like shoulder press exercise, like a high incline, is great for the anterior deltoid and for the upper chest when you add more of a shoulder flexion component. So even like a flat press, you're going to get upper chest. If you just bring it on an incline, you're still going to get upper chest. You'll just get less sternal pec. So there's a lot of good ones. There's a great one if you do like a low to fly cable with cuffs on and you have good support with your back. Not everyone has good access to a machine or can set it up with like a crossover cable machine. So low to high cables are great. Pec deck is great for all aspects of the chest. An incline where your elbows are more tucked in by your sides, great for the upper chest. So for the upper chest, you want shoulder flexion and adduction. Good question. Sterling says, I noticed recently I need to actively remember to eat. Work catches me in a cycle and I miss my meals. Sheena says, I've lost 20 pounds without even paying attention to calories. I just kicked out all breads, pasta, and processed sugar, and it just kind of happened. There you go. All right. Arya Veer, 12, Papa Swolio, how do I deal with an arm injury and keep working out? Depends on what the injury is as you get more advanced. So I'm going to sit here and be like, if you have an arm injury, generally you don't want to train it. But at the same time, if you want to get the issue better, usually you do want to train it, right? You want to do therapeutic and corrective exercise, and you want to address muscles that might be weaker that might have resulted in that injury. You also don't want to aggravate the injury. So for me, I've been training for 25 years. Sometimes I have a shoulder tweak or my elbow bothers me. I overdid volume or I moved wrong or, you have inflammation. Some things happen. So you get better and better at selecting exercises. With experience, you get better at selecting exercise that work best for your structure and what feel better for you and work around maybe existing injuries or things you fucked up in the past, your bone structure, whatever it is. And as you get more advanced, you learn how to work around things. So I know for me, and I could tell you for a fact, like if my knee bothers me and I have like inflammation or something, I'm not training. I'm just going to be working around it, but you have to really know what you're doing because you can easily aggravate problems. So no need to rush it. An arm injury, that's very vague. You have an arm injury. I'm assuming it's going to be something with your shoulder, like rotator cuff, but arm is very vague. So just saying you have an arm injury, I don't know if that's hand, if that's wrist, if that's elbow, if that's shoulder. So bottom line, depending on how it was injured, you want to be addressing the root cause of the injury. Meaning, a lot of times when you have an injury, it's because there's a weakness. It's not because there's a strength, it's because there's an imbalance. There's certain muscles that are and tendons that are pulling too much on the joint, that are causing friction, that are causing inflammation, that are causing problems because other muscles are underworked, so the joint is out of alignment. That's why it's very important. That's why bodybuilding is such a great approach, because you're training muscles. You're training every muscle important. You're creating balance. You're trying to train every muscle in its own balance and strength. You don't want to leave any muscle behind. You want to make sure everything is getting activated and everything is balanced. You don't want to be only training push and you're not training anything posterior deltoid, middle traps, lower traps, lats, posterior deltoid. You want to be avoiding everything on the back. Same thing why you don't want to just be pulling and not doing any pushing. So saying you have an arm injury is vague, but that's the best I can give you with that kind of vague. Steerhoff. Papa Swolio, your favorite protein and carb combo on the dinner plate. Let's hear it. Favorite? I'll give you common. Beef and sweet potatoes or white rice or like Yukon Gold potatoes. That's it. Steak and rice, protein. That's pretty much it. Maybe eggs, but it's going to be meat, eggs, some sort of protein, hot, fresh. I've been staying away from anything leftovers, doing everything, as fresh as possible. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stay solid, P. Papa Soy, what's a good pump supplement? Well, proper sleep, proper nutrition, simple carbs during your workout. Simple carbs during your workout spares muscle glycogen and will improve like protein synthesis and rebuilding and recovery faster. So simple carbs during your workout, whether it's a little bit of fruit juice, electrolytes, cyclic, highly branched cyclic dextrin, stuff like that during a workout, it's fantastic. But in terms of like pump, like citrulline malate, citrulline's a good one. Agmatine's a good one but you can make your own. I really just recommend people making their own pre-workout, buying raw supplements and weighing it out. Because for citrulline malate, you generally want like 6 to 8 grams, and a lot of products will give you 2 grams or 4 grams. They give you a lot of stimulants too. So I don't like anything pre-made. I like to know exactly what I'm putting in, put as much as I want in, and I'll take the hit on the flavor. I'll need rainbow unicorn jizz flavored in order to get my pump on. So there you go. There you have it. There you have it. So today's title, let's get into some other stuff. If you have more questions, you could drop them in the comments. How many of you guys saw this this stuff with, how many of you guys saw the Joey Swole stuff? I don't follow his content. Most of you have seen it. You know who he is because you're in fitness. Have you guys seen that disaster or whatever is going on? The biggest problem, I don't care what he posted or what he said. It doesn't matter. You don't apologize. So there's been like an apology video, which is like when I heard he did an apology video and he posted something, I'm like, oh my God, you caved. That's like the number one thing you don't do. Because here's the thing. People that love your content, it doesn't matter what, if you guys understand, you know what I'm talking about, drop in the comments. We'll watch his apology video. But the crazy thing is, yeah, it's something about like he posted, it was an old video where he was dressed up and he was at Gold's Gym Venice and he was lifting, like the Hulk passed away. All right. He's not a perfect person, but he's a legend in WWE and he was iconic in the 80s and 90s. Everyone knows Hulkamania, you know, eat your vitamins, brother. A lot of people, you know, he's just it was like Arnold and Sylvester Stallone and it was Hulk. He was just, right. And so he posted an old video. I'd seen it before online. He did it in the past. And I guess people were complaining, well, Hulk Hogan said some racist comment. And okay, fine. Who the fuck cares? You know, whatever. But then he apologized. And something about him saying colored people instead of, you know what's weird? I mean, I don't know in the apology. Was it in the apology? He said colored people. But what's crazy is like you have all these woke tards that are obsessed about calling people of color. POC, oh, you're people of color, BIPOC, black, indigenous, and people of color. So you can say people of color, but you can't say colored people. But you can call me white. Isn't white a color? Like, I don't care. Colored people, people of color, pick one. It's not offensive. Call me a cracker. It's not offensive. Oh my God, saltines. You call me white, but calling someone black or yellow or red, it's like a general slang for like, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Bottom line, you say things, and I've said a lot of things. You're not going to hear me apologize. Are there things I've said online that if I look at that, like, do I agree with or what I regret? Maybe not a regret, but maybe it's like, okay, I didn't say that properly. I'm not going to apologize for it. Fuck you. I don't need to apologize. The problem is you have to stop apologizing because these are people, and I'm just going to play the apology video. The problem with this shit is the people hate you. So even with Joey Swole, his videos are super viral. I've had hundreds of millions and billions of views online. Okay. When a video goes viral means something very particular. It goes to a lot of people that are not your followers. That's why it's viral. Okay. If you have a lot of followers, like I'll have more videos than the average. I have millions of followers. So when I post a video, I'll get hundreds of thousands of views on any video. Sometimes they go viral and they get shared and they get distributed to more people and it gets millions of views. And most of these people are not followers. So they're going to like it or hate it. They're not fans, right? So if someone sees one of my videos and they go like, oh my God, you're such a misogynist. No one that's in the Swole fam, no one that watches my content, all of you that are watching and listening, if one of my video goes viral and people are hating on it, you're going to laugh and we're going to talk about it here on the show. Or you're going to be like, oh, that's just a clip from the shit, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't like your shit anyway. These are people that want to be offended, that want to get angry. So you're apologizing to people that don't give a fuck about your content. They don't care. You're apologizing to people that hate you. They fucking hate you. They don't like if someone that doesn't like my content leaves a comment, I don't like your content. No shit. It's not for you. You don't like it. It's not for you. You can hate on it and you can drop a comment. Thanks for the engagement. But you don't like my shit. Why do I care about your opinion? Oh, Papa Swole, he's a misogynist asshole. You can think about think whatever you want. That's none of my business. Fuck you, right? Okay, you don't like my content. Cool. Fuck you. Go watch something else then. I'm not forcing you to watch my stuff. Keep on scrolling, man. Keep on fucking scrolling. When you apologize, they're like, oh yeah, we're right. You will never get anywhere with an apology. Anywhere. What he should do, what he should have done is just keep on posting. Whenever something like that happens, I say flood the zone. That's what we always do. If there's ever something like, keep posting, just post. Just keep on going. Post. No one's going to remember in 2 days. No one's going to remember in 2 days. When you address the issue, he deleted the Hulk Hogan video and then so you're bringing a spotlight to it. Just say fuck you. And you don't have to say fuck you. Just keep posting. Just leave it and let people argue in the comments. Just be unapologetic and just keep going. Just keep posting. Like, just ignore it. Ignore it. You're bigger than that. Who cares? Who cares? Okay, let's play this video. I mean, that pisses me off. I have nothing to like, I'm not sitting here. Oh, Jesus Christ. You don't, again, I owe all, just the way it starts out. I have nothing against this guy. Like, I don't care. I know he was involved with shreds and some sketchy shit back in the day. I have nothing like, he's done a lot of good and he posts a lot of videos and people like him. Like, fine. You could like his content, dislike. I really don't have much of an opinion. But the apology, it's like, fuck, dude. Just, like, I wish I could have sent you a message like, don't apologize. Don't fucking do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, he was part of Shreds. You guys remember that in like 2016, 2017, the Shreds scam? That company, SHREDZ. Yeah, like, I didn't, whatever. But fuck, man. Like, this pissed me off. It's like, dude, just send it. All right, well, let's watch this video.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology.
No, you don't.
A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume.
It's funny.
On the day that he passed.
Good.
Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that.
Why? If you're offended, look, a legend. Okay, and everyone can post stuff about Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, Ozzy Osbourne died. Oh, no, rock and roll. Have you heard some of the shit that Ozzy Osbourne has said? Didn't he bite a head off a fucking bat? It's like he was a lunatic, but he was a legend in rock and roll. His art spoke for itself. Great fucking songs. Okay, he was a fucking lunatic. He was a nut job. Hulk Hogan, so he pretended. He was an actor. Okay. It was legendary in like the media. Legendary. Fuck. Just don't apologize. All the good I've done. Fuck all the people that hate it. Again, don't address it. But if you're going to do, it's like, I just want to say to all the people, I'm sorry that I didn't post it twice, bitches. Boom. And the next slide should have been the Hulk Hogan video again. That would have been funny as hell. Either that, either double down and be like, here's the video again. Why are you offended? Grow up. Boom. Done. I wouldn't even have addressed it. Just fucking leave it up and keep going. Just keep posting videos. And then the comments are going to be negative for a couple days or weeks, and then they're going to forget. It's just bots and shit. You get more engagement. Fuck it. The people that like you are not going to care. You posted Hulk Hogan video. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't get it.
Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with.
So what?
That made us tear our shirts
and
take our vitamins and say our prayers.
Yes.
I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible, horrible things that man has done.
I actually don't know all the horrible things he's done, but okay. He's not out here like praising fucking Hitler or something. It's fucking Hulk Hogan. I don't even know what the horrible things that people are saying he did. What, he dropped the N-bomb? He's like, I don't like black people or something? Like something like that, I think. I don't know. I don't know what the horrible things he's done. Would you say Hulk Hogan is a net positive on the world? I mean, I don't know. It's your opinion, but I mean, he's a character. Anyway.
Which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is...
All right. I this part is like this part, like I said colored instead of person of color. You put the indicative before the fucking verb or whatever the hell the grammar is. Yo. Okay. People are just waiting. People are waiting. They're waiting to tear down someone, right?
Person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term. of color, which is a very outdated, I use the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated.
I want to use colored like all the time now. And so like, remember like in the West, remember Back to the Future 3? What are you, yellow? You yellow-bellied coward. What are you, colored? You colored belly. Don't be a pussy. Don't be... Now I want to say it all the time. It makes me want to say it. Took back retard, took back faggot. You know, we got chode, we got jabroni. We're taking back gay, like don't be gay. All right. Now we got to add another one to the list. I got to do this. I got to lift this one too. Shit. All right, we're in. I'm in.
Very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that.
Oh, I hate this so much, dude. Fuck, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. And I'm not talking about Joe. Like, fuck, dude. And he educated me. This is a struggle session. This is what they want. Fuck you. I said what I said. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Yes, and a lot of people in the comments are like, dude, the apology sucks more. I agree. Just keep posting. Just keep posting. Just keep posting. Just ghost it. Post more. Post 5 times a day.
Which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. So once again, to anybody that I offended, I am sorry. You know, my whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable and doing better. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself to the same standards. I am human, I am still growing, I am still learning, and I promise all of you, I will do better. I have nothing but love and kindness in my heart. I will continue to try to make the world a better place. And once again, to everybody, I apologize.
Fuck. Fuck. That just hurts my fucking soul, man. You know what? You know what would be really funny? Should I post a video of me lifting in a Hulk Hogan outfit? Just right now. I don't have one. I would totally do it. Should I do it? Go to the fucking gym, brother. Should I do that? Should I just get a whole... Should I get the Hulk outfit and just post it right now? Thought I'd try this outfit in training. Be like, come at me, bro. Go fuck yourself. He said he was getting death threats and all this stuff. Should I do it? I don't have it. I don't. Should I do that in the caption? Just be like, just trying to jump on this viral, just trying to jump it on this viral trend, right? You know what? I would do it jumping on this viral trend. You know what, too? I would get away with it. It would be fine. I think people just know, like, all right, I'm doing this. Like, what are you going to do? Make videos about me? I'm going to say, go fuck yourself. I know this is what I was talking about like a couple of weeks ago. It's like a lot of stuff that I do. Like, I don't see people making commentary about me. It's like, what are you going to do? I don't fucking care. Let me see. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get it done in time. Or you guys think I should sit this one out? What do you guys think? Get Papa canceled? Yeah, I could probably put my head on his body when he's doing in that video. I got to wrap up. I got to call it 3, so we're going to wrap up. We got another video I'm going to post. I'm going to post on Instagram. All right. Just wild. Just wild. So let's give away today's Swole card. Yeah. Go Swole. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to sit this one out. I know I'm frustrated that I didn't think about this sooner, but there's time. I have no, I know I would post it and then people would laugh because here's the difference. I think I've done well enough with my pages to make sure that people that follow me aren't pussies. Like I continuously post things just to be like, hey, remember who you're following. You're going to be offended. And sometimes people do. And it's like, cool, fucking go. Unfollowed. Great. I don't need you to see my shit. I might do it. I got another one we're going to post right now, but it's different. But I feel like that's going to be. All right. Anyway, hashtag Get Swole. Drop your comments down below. Let's get this one away. Fam, Get Swole time. It's just sad, man. I don't like seeing people tuck tail. Shouldn't have apologized, you know? Shouldn't have apologized. Scroll. Today's winner is Hombre de la Mort. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, getting slow. Hombrecito. You're in the truck, right? Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3372 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Man. Yo, I'm just, like whatever he said, I'm not saying what he said was okay. I'm not saying it was a good move. All I'm saying is don't apologize. Think about it. People have such a short attention span. All you're doing is you're kicking up a lot of these people that are commenting. They're bots. They're anonymous accounts. They're ghost accounts. Like they just spam and then they just flood. They're not your followers. How many of his followers, like they're not important followers. They're like, oh, okay. Because then he made an apology video and then he said something about colored people, whatever. He said the word color and then he had to apologize again. It's like, or on a live stream, it's like, dude, what the, like say less, just post more. Like, don't even address it. Leave that video, let people comment in the regular thing. You can censor some of the comments, or if they're blocking or they're saying like, real bad shit, like you can block certain words if people are trolling, block people, get rid of them. It'll be fine. Don't apologize. That's the worst part. It's not what he did. It's not the Hulk video. If he just posted that and moved on, everyone would be like, oh my God, I don't like Hulk Hogan. Why? What'd he do? Oh, okay. It's an old video. It's a repost and he died. He died. He's gone. Okay, so he said some stuff that might not have been, okay, maybe he wasn't. Hulk Hogan's not a saint. He wasn't like a fucking priest or something. He was a WWE wrestler that was fucking on roids and all sorts of shit during the 80s and 90s, dude. He was a, he was a juiced up WWE wrestler in the 80s and 90s. Oh, he's a saint. What the fuck? We're not talking about his personal life. There are actors that are still great actors, but they're fucking lunatics, right? Robert De Niro, like, that doesn't take away from Deer Hunter. And like, yeah, he's a fucking nut job, left-wing nut job, but he's still great in the movies that he was in. So it's like, you have to separate it to an extent. It's just people. Ridiculous. Don't apologize. Say the shit, say the stuff, hurt someone's feelings. If you do, it's not your fault, right? If someone's feelings gets hurt, it's their feelings. Let them worry about it. Anyway, thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for another amazing Mancast. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy. Papa Swole. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I push in like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like,
yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
relevant, off topic. My melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets.